We should have seized all Saudi Arabian assets in this country, declared war on Saudi Arabia, rounded up every one of their citizens living in our country and executed them on public television, and then fired multiple nuclear warheads at that country.
Back with another video. Time for our daily dose of all things insane and fake mercury. Okay, so we're back with another video, and this video is just really another clickbait video. Do they ever change? They're always clickbait videos. And it's Jason Blaha talking about Andrew Zaragoza, who goes on PCT, not PCP. That's what that's what Luna Biscuit and old Blaha used to get up to, the old PCP, no doubt. But no, this is PCT, and I think from looking at the video that I've just seen of Andrew Zaragoza, it's an injectable testosterone thing. I had a little look through the video, and we're going to look at that in a minute. Well, we'll look at it now, and here he is. So this is the clickbait video, or the video that Jason Blaha is using to clickbait his video, and we'll just watch a bit just to get a feel for it. And this guy here, he says he doesn't like needles, so he won't use needles to inject testosterone. So he wanted to take an oral tablet under the tongue, and then he gave up on that and he got an injectable. So he goes to the doctor, and I can see why Jason Blaha likes this. We'll talk about that in a minute, and why he was obviously studying this video and making a response video to it like he was asked. Oh no, got to make those YouTube shekels, haven't you, Blaha? Got to make the YouTube shekels. Anyway. So this guy gets an injectable, and he says he doesn't like needles. Instead, they scalpel open his ass and stick a huge sort of pellet in his ass. I'll take the needle every time. Keep that scalpel away from me. But here we go. We'll just have a look, and I'll take you through to the bits where it gets a bit juicy and gruesome.
Cycle. And that's actually what we're going to get to today. First, I'll tell you guys the original plan. And this was always going to be the plan, and it was always what I had recommended to people when they asked. Even though nobody should take my advice, as you guys see in the intro every single video. But if you were to ask what you wanted to give your lab rat, I recommended everybody that asked to take Clomid and HCG, which is what I was going to do. And I'm actually kind of upset that we're not going that route, because we were going to do something totally different. HCG, of course, is administered through an insulin needle. You just have to, break the skin, inject, you're good to go. Everyone tells me it's so minimal, it's so easy. I still hate needles. So we were actually going to do a troche, which is a sublingual. You throw it like a little gel cap under your tongue, and that's how I was going to have the HCG administered. And it would have been a first of its kind, and I believe I haven't been able to find anybody on YouTube that had been experiencing with HCG in that way. And even when I talked to Tony Huge about it, he had never heard of it either. So, I mean, if that guy's never heard of it, then it would have been gigantic. However, we decided to go a different route. But if you are still in the in the market for a post-cycle therapy, that is still a solid post-cycle therapy. I decided to go a different route, however, because my so the HCG was going to help my fertility if it needed it. If you guys remember, my labs showed that my fertility was intact. My LH and FSH levels were totally normal. Therefore, taking HCG to kind of jumpstart all of.
So just as a point of reference here, or just something to point out, he actually put something on screen. So he actually had his blood work done, and he's showing it. Looks like it's been scanned, and we can see it. So it's not all this sort of, oh, mystery DEXA scans, oh, you know, we can actually see what's going on, you know. Jason Blaha likes to pretend that he's transparent in his videos, but he's not. You know, we're supposed to believe that he had his work done, his blood work done, and he's doing all the you know, all the blood work to get all the hormone levels back and all that sort of stuff. We're just supposed to believe him, never seen him. We've only seen one very, very suspicious, heavily doctored, by the look of things, DEXA scan. Never seen any more, although I've had many, he says. Yeah, many. Never seen them, only some one weird one. We're supposed to believe that he lifts the numbers that he lifts, and he's not using fake plates. Never proves it, does he? Never lets anyone sort of look at the equipment he's using. Can't even put the plates on a weighing scale to show us. You know, no clarity there. We're supposed to believe that he's drinking coffee, and we all know it's Coke Zero. Yeah, we all know it's Coke Zero. Again, hard to verify through a video. And we're supposed to believe that he still weighs 220 pounds. Again, he never shows us on a scale, on a weighing scale, what he actually weighs. There are plenty of other YouTubers that film their weighing scales and, you know, really are transparent. But Jason Blaha, like all things, just says he's transparent. Says he's a coach, says he's a mercenary, says he's a CIA assassin, says he's a shapeshifter, you know, says he's a street racer and a published author. Yeah, all the nonsense. He says it all, but does he prove it? Does he fuck? So, anyway, you know, this guy's transparent, isn't he? He's certainly got a better setup than old Blaha. You know, he's got a better setup. He's using 2 camera angles. You know, we can see the different camera angles there. So he's got different camera angles. He's got different mics. He does podcasts. He's got a nice background there. So much more, you know, he's got the red curtains there. He's got a nice silhouette shape behind him. You know, a little bit of advertising there. He's doing a lot more, there's a lot more quality. Adding a lot more quality into his videos. And he seems to be a lot more transparent. Anyway, the reason I think Blaha was attracted to this video is because this guy, what's his name?
Fuck this gay for pay faggot. Fuck him.
Andrew, yep. He's lying prone in the fetal position with his trousers down, with his arse on display. And of course, that would certainly appeal to Mr. Blaha, because he likes all of that. So this is probably what sort of awared him straight away. His little gaydar went off. Woo! I sense someone's ass exposed and ready to be penetrated. So yep, he certainly would like a bit of that. So this is his doctor here, Andrew Zaragoza's doctor.
Post-care. So what I have here is testosterone pellets. These are bioidentical hormone replacement. So I know a lot of people don't really know a lot about this, but there's 80 years of research saying how much better they are.
So I think she's just numbing the area there. I mean, this is quite gruesome. I can handle needles. You know, I can handle needles. I don't like them stuck in my arms, in my veins. I can stick something in my, you know, a needle in my arse. Or I could pinch a roll of sort of fat from around my waist and stick a needle in there, like HGH goes in there, and testosterone goes in your arse. I can do that easy. But this I wouldn't have done. This is just gruesome. This is like a minor surgery or something. It's quite gruesome. So she's got all the gear here, and I'm just going to flick through it because you know, there's the pellet. That's the testosterone pellet there, and then she actually cuts his arse open and injects it. Oh my God! and it's quite gruesome. I don't like all that. I don't like seeing the red stuff. All that red stuff I like to be kept inside, you know, covered up by skin. I don't like seeing the red stuff. So a little bit sort of sensitive to that sort of thing. I don't like seeing guts and blood and all that sort of stuff. All right. Anyway, so this is the video that Jason Blaha is going on about. And again, more of the same. You know, he starts off, doesn't he, talking about his coffee. No one believes his coffee. You know, click like down below, all that stuff. You know, ring my bell, baby. You know, as in, you know, my ring, as in ring piece, which is what a lot of well, it's slang for, you know, the old arse, the chocolate starfish. Yeah, ring my bell. You know, burning ring of fire, all that. You know, it's the ring piece. So that's its code for his G4Pers. You know, the old ring piece, the chocolate starfish. That's what ring my bell means. And, you know, it's all there if you want to see it. I mean, it's nice not to be able to see it, but once your eyes are open, you can't not see the flag waving to his G4P boys. Anyway, so let's get into his video. Let's start off with the aesthetics. We still have the flag. We still have the t-shirt, which is maybe, what's this? Week 3? I think that's week 3 now. So 3 weeks of wearing the same t-shirt. And we've got the mug of Coke Zero. And he pretends to, you know, drink coffee because he's a rough, tough, alpha male, badass Texan. But we really know it's it's Coke Zero. Yeah, with artificial sweetener. Anyway, so let's start his video.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I'm just in here drinking my morning coffee. Again, I know whether I'm drinking real coffee or not, it's become a point of major controversy. That is, in fact, real coffee.
It's not a point of major controversy. It's just you've spent your whole life lying about everything. So no one even believes that you're drinking
Anyone who knows what that is knows
coffee. And there were times when you were pretending to drink coffee. Pretending to sip coffee. So we don't believe you you're drinking coffee because it's probably Coke Zero.
Real coffee. That was a real sip. But it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. For those of you who like these type of videos, please remember to click like down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Click the little notification. The bell next to it, ring my bell, baby. All right,
ring my bell, baby. Ring my ring piece, baby. Link down below. Why does his voice go up? Why does he talk like that when he's talking to the G4P boys? Such an alpha male.
Guys, I've had numerous people ask me to discuss.
No, you haven't. Numerous people. No, you haven't. You've just been trolling the internet, trolling YouTube, looking for blokes lying on couches, you know, with their asses exposed. That's what you've been looking for, and you found one, and now you're making a video about it. We know what's going on, Blaha. You're in the closet, making a video about a bloke getting something stuck in his ass. That's what you're making a video about.
And fuck this faggot. The newest installment with Andrew Zaragoza. Zaragoza. It sounds like a dragon. Sounds like a dragon. Like, I think I'm gonna make a wild character named Zaragoza. Be like an awesome elf or something. But
what is that? He's talking about dragons and elves and all. He's a 42-year-old man, apparently. And he's still talking like he's a teenager, 12-year-old, who plays Dungeons and Dragons. World of Warcraft. I mean, come on, Blaha. With your ASMR. What the hell? World of Warcraft. Dungeons and Dragons. What a way to live. No wonder he can't satisfy a woman.
bring it. I will fucking... Andrew Zaragoza did another installment of the Armageddon series, and I've said that I want to really keep my channel positive these days, We want to stick with positive criticism, positive content.
Positive criticism. he just doesn't. I mean, I ad lib all these videos. Yeah, I don't have a script. I ad lib them. I make a few little mistakes, especially, you know, well, just silly little mistakes, you know, dates and, you know, because I'm completely ad-libbing every one of these videos. There are no scripts. I might have a little skip through the video that I'm going to review, but I ad-lib all of this. But at least I try and keep it, you know, sensible. And I don't think, you know, I do make the odd mistake on dates and all that stuff, yeah, but I don't say things like positive criticism. Positive criticism. I think he means constructive criticism, but you know, that's Blaha, 6th grade mentality, right? 6th grade IQ level.
And avoid a lot of the nonsense. But this is one of these cases where so many people have asked me. I did start the series, and I think we can spin this in a positive educational direction without throwing any insults toward Andrew. Because realistically, guys, I'm at a point in this channel in my life where I don't want to insult people. I don't want to belittle people. I don't want to do that. We want to give.
And your Google rep doesn't want you to do that either, because you don't have any strikes left, and you don't have any warnings left because of your consistent clickbaiting, bullying, harassing, and all the rest of it that you've been doing to make your YouTube shekels. Yeah, that's the real reason. Not because you're, you know, a born-again Christian and you want to take the channel into a positive direction. It's because you're terrified of losing your channel and having to start all over again. Just like my old channel. I had to start all over again. Natty Lifter had to start all over again. You know? Because you went on your little flagging frenzy. Well, feel free to get them to review any of my channels because, my videos, because all they see is your insane madness, your threats to kill Muslims and nuke the Middle East, nuke Mecca, calling people faggots and all the rest of it. Nasty little man. Feel free to flag and get them to review any of my videos now, mate, please. Because you take mine down, yours goes down.
Bring it. I will fucking end you. Positive information that can help other people out there. And the problem we have with this Sarmageddon project is that it was really reckless and wasn't well thought out. And realistically, as I'd said before, I could have coached Andrew and gotten him a lot further without him putting anything into his body in that same time period than what he got from the SARMs. And he saw some side effects from a lot of it, you know, and it's something that I had said. I think the things like the MK677 that he took.
And just, yeah, Blaha just rambles on now to say he knows best, he knows more, he's got more knowledge than anyone on YouTube because he's really good on Google. That's all it is. Yeah, I Googles time, the queen of Google. Yeah, that's you, Blaha. Anyway, shall we take a look at what this man machine, this this ultimate power lifter is doing in his little room? Come on, let's have a look. Oh, look, what's happened there? Anyway, so let's just have a little look at what he's doing in his little room.
Or a tool is phenomenal.
Suck it in.
Great. It can carry you a really, really long way. But when you use it exclusively, you will eventually stall, and it will actually become a really, really bad tool. And
you're a really bad tool. Anyway, so he's got 50 pounds on each side, which is a roundabout, and some bands. So it's roundabout sort of 45 kilograms, which isn't much really. I don't know what's going on with these bands. Rogue Fitness bands. Anyway, he likes the old rubber bands. Let's see what else he's up to. There we go. So he's just firing these out.
Yes, it's 200 pounds for a couple of reps. They might squat 225. How often do
He's loving all the CrossFit stuff, isn't he, really? What else is he doing here? Here we go, the chain. Something for the G for P'ers out there. Something for all you G for P boys. He's got the red towel. That's the flag wave. It's like putting a little pink hanky or a little pink bandana in your back pocket. Apparently there's codes involved. So I don't know what a red towel means, or a red hanky, or a red bandana. I don't know what it means. Certainly doesn't mean he's in the blood, that's for sure. But no, this this red towel means something. I'll have to look it up. There we go, the chains.
Because they bought into what a novice lifter needs to know, and then when you get more advanced, what happened? The mindset changes, and you realize, fuck this gay for pay faggot, fuck him. No, you can do it.
It's got the most, for someone who's been in the iron game for 20 years. I mean, he's got the tiniest little arms, isn't he? I mean, the tiniest little arms. They're like a 12-year-old's arms. I mean, he's got no... he's been on gear as well. He used to make it all in his room. He said he had a steroid lab and I used to coach and sell it to football players and all this nonsense. But his arms are so strangely undeveloped. They really are like spaghetti arms, aren't they? But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I am going to leave it there now. So I hope it was been informative. Please like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a family, but most of all, importantly, leave a comment down below. And I'll speak to you guys next time.
Hey, fuck this Haji. I'm going to shoot him in the gut at 300 yards and let him bleed out for a little while. And then when he's too weak to fight back, me and my friends are going to go pick him up and have a little fun with him and make him fucking talk before we feed him to the pigs.